War 12 of Season 47 versus GT40, and I'm bringing Crossbones, Iron Man, and Tigra, and this is the award that decides first place. Currently, both alliances were 10-1, and the winner gets War Champion. It's that simple. So, we're going to be trying extra hard today. Not that we don't try otherwise. I'm also currently deathless with, I believe I'm 59-0, and so trying to hold that to finish off the season. Okay, so first we're taking Path 6. We have a rank 3 Warlock, and Crossbones is, of course, the person that we're using. Go for the special 1. Now I would love to pause that. Perfect. And I would love to, or not pause, overrun. And now I would love to pause, but I don't necessarily know that I'll get that chance. So hopefully we can get a parry here. Okay, now they're paused. And, yeah, I kind of just want to sit here and keep pausing them. Like, I can wait, but, like, at this point, I kind of just want to keep pausing. And I think I do lose some here. And check this out, actually. So I parry, and I heavy for the pause, and Infection actually fails it, which means that I don't re-up the pause. I just keep the old one, and I lose a bunch of Furies there. In the fight, I didn't really realize why I lost them. I thought I had just messed up somehow, but that was the Infection failing it. If I had sat there, I think I could have actually heavy punished that. Oops. Well, that's fine. Gotta play it safe anyway. Drop this special 2, and a little bit of Incinerate damage there. Heavy again. Again, we're playing this pretty mind-numbing. Like, there are definitely better and more, like, perfect ways to play this. But just trying to make sure that I'm playing this simple stupid, if you will. And, yeah, that first fight goes down with no issue at all. And we are on to the second one, which I think is a thing. Yes. So, again, it's thing with Crossbones. Like, I should absolutely smoke him. There's really not that much going on in this fight. Just want to make sure I don't get hit by a special. And that's, like, kind of the only concern. Everything else should be pretty straightforward. I should almost immediately shut down his rock stacks. And after that, we should be kind of just good to go. So here we go. Gonna parry. Light, medium. Special 1. I don't even know why I'm alternating combos. There might be a reason, there might not be. I'm realistically too lazy to really find out if that's the case. Here we go. And I'm going to heavy counter that. Then I want to get this out of him. And heavy counter again, and then dash back and overrun. Okay, perfect. And then here, I go for a pause. I really didn't need to do that. I could have just thrown a special. But regardless, this special absolutely crushes things. And I'm back to another special too, which means, ta-da, there's another one. And he's gone. So, yeah, absolutely obliterated him. Literally just, like, there was nothing difficult about that. Yeah, it's a fun fight to use Crossbones there. In Section 2, I am taking Path 4 as normal, but actually I am fighting a new defender. In this case, it is a Jessica Jones. So we sent Crossbones, which I'd never done Crossbones versus Jessica before, and I wasn't really sure of the game plan. I had originally planned to invul, but then I used my brain and realized that it was more of a nuke fight. So I actually PS1 here for a little bit more fury, and the goal is just to hit her quickly, kill her quickly. There I shrug both of the weaknesses off, which is perfect. Okay, heavy counter that, and there I get an intercept, and she throws that. Okay, you cannot heavy punish her special 1. Either that or it has to be really, really fast. I tried to duel and it did not really work. So here I'm like, I don't really know that I can throw a special. She has way too many charges, so I'd also like if she didn't throw hers, though. So I'm just going to hit her. And I'm like, okay, I need to make sure that my Furies don't expire. Should have heavied there, but instead we're just going to tap, sidestep, and I guess to go for a parry instead of a light and kill her. So just no special game after that first special, and that seemed to work pretty good. There definitely is, like, a better way to do it, but I didn't really have a game plan going in per se, and I think that one worked okay. Iron Man versus Havok. Honestly, I could completely skip this fight if I wanted to. Like, this is just so straightforward, and you've all seen it before. This is against Ooze, who is both my ally mate and also my opponent this war. So shout out to him. Saved me with Stealthy that one war, and is just generally super nice, and definitely would never be racist or anything like that. Okay, so here we go. Drops that special. And here, I think I'm debating trying to get up to 20 hits, but if I just use my brain, I'll see that's not possible. There we go. My Steadfast is falling off, and my Taunt is off, which means I won't have it when he throws a special, as you can see. Okay, then I want to get an intercept up for real. Perfect. And then I'm trying to get that Power Sting off, so I get a beautiful little light intercept. Special 1. Okay, Now I'll get my Steadfast. Perfect. Get a parry there. That's the first parry I think I've hit with Iron Man all season on a special. Another nice light to intercept, rather. Yeah, but there's just no reason to get cute with Iron Man. But I wanted to do it a little bit because I thought it would be fun, and I knew I could hit it. All right, there we go. And yeah, he's gone. So little medium ender there. That is my path done. And then I have a couple different shared fights. So the first one that I have is not there, but there. It is Gorr on One Eye Open. Oh, look, it's Ooze again. And with Tigra, I actually ascended Tigra for this war, specifically for one fight that you'll see coming up. It's Tigra versus Gorr. The game plan is the same as always. I'm going to combo up, bait out a heavy counter, a special 1, and then special 2, and of course PS1 as well. So on PS1, combo, perfect. Okay, then I want to bait out a heavy, perfect, but he doesn't get to a special. I'm like, oh, that's not what I was trying. So that's a mistake. I should have hit him one more time. I didn't think about his power. I have no idea why. But anyway, we live and learn. That was definitely pretty poor in terms of fight rotation, but that's fine. And here, as you can see, he gets up to his protection all the way back. So yeah, bad execution of a game plan. Just should have hit him one more time. But no technical mistakes, so we get out of there fine. Next time I'll just hit him a couple more times just to be sure. But that fight goes down smoothly. Then I have a Adam Warlock, and this is the fight that I ascended Tiger for. The general consensus versus Adam would be to PS1 for speed, but I found that my special 2 doesn't really hit hard with that number of ruptures. So I'm going to Invul and bait special 1s and heavy counter them, and hopefully my special 2 will hit really hard. So that is kind of the goal. There is a little bit of luck involved. There's like a 5% chance that if he just doesn't play ball, I pretty much just auto-lose. So hopefully that doesn't happen. And he shows glimpses of bad AI, but then throws it once I tap his block, so that's pretty nice AI, actually. Heavy counter that. And here is where the PS1 not being in play helps a lot, because I can get off 9 ruptures instead of what literally would have been 3. Which is obviously a massive difference. This special 2 basically full nukes him. He's at 6%, 4%, and I'm basically dead. And then here, I just drop my special 2, and he goes away. So that's just a understanding of how the fight rotation works, and at what points I need to have certain bars of power. And yeah, that's something that it takes practice, and more importantly, it takes dueling and trying to test out game plans. And here is my last fight of the war and of the season. Rank 3 Photon, and it's actually Ooze again, so I guess I'm an exterminator just absolutely crushing roaches this war. So Crossbones versus Photon, super straightforward, and going to alternate my combos if I can. I play this Photon about as bad as possible without making any mistakes, and you'll kind of see what I'm talking about. So here we go. And just doing our hits normal. There we go. And so what I'm talking about is, technically speaking, I am playing what many would consider to be safe, but I make quote-unquote safe plays that end up actually putting me in more harm's way than maybe is necessary. Like, oh, that parry was just a mistake, so that's not necessarily like my strategy in this case. But yeah, so my Furies fall off there, which honestly wasn't necessarily that much my fault. And then here we go. Do some combos. And, oh, wow, I forgot about that. Also, like, why am I knocking her down there? Like, if I knock her down there, that's actually a huge mistake because she goes undexable. So that was just a generally terrible mistake. And then I whiff my Relic in there. So just generally atrocious gameplay. Everything about that was actually hideous. I didn't really remember how bad that was. I go to try to do Overrun and I fail Overrun. Like what am I doing? One of these days, can I please Overrun? Baiting that out first, I guess, for space. I guess. Combo special 1 and then I Overrun. Okay, there we go. Yeah, horrific. Please do not do this at home. That was so terrible. But at this point, the fight is almost underway. I'd love for her to throw this so I can pause my Furies, though. Okay, one of these days. Wow. Okay. Super, super aggressive. Then I intercept when she's in miss. Goodness gracious. Wow. Yeah, admittedly, the AI is not that great in this fight, but the AI is definitely performing better than I am, that's for sure. So here we go. Now would be a great time to get an intercept, which is what I'm going for. Okay. Light. Backdraft, which he does not go for. So now I need to hit an actual intercept. There's going to be a problem. Beautiful little light intercept. special 1. Like this is so, the gameplay is just so frenetic. Like, it's literally like I just don't want to execute a slow game plan, and I'm doing my things one action at a time. So yeah, don't fight like that. We do get out of there with a deathless war and season, which is always nice. Salty ends up losing this war to GT40 and placing second, which is still a huge win in my book. Yeah, now we're on to rewards, which I don't always include, but here we go. So the war rewards are in very, very quickly. We got second place overall, which is good for, oh, how much of that? 60% of a Titan Crystal, and would that be 80% of a 7-star, and a bunch of other random stuff. So we claim that. I'm not going to bore you with the details. I have a Cosmic Nexus, which is going for Odin pre-fights, because I don't have Odin. I do get Thor Sigs. I'm not picking that Venom Pool. I need Thor for the Karina challenges anyway. Then I have the 2 Skill Nexi, which I originally elected not to open, so that's why I scroll back up. So I get a Max Sig here, and I get a Max Sig here, which is fine. Okay, perfect. Going to liquidate those into shards and Max Sig crystals, and then open those. Maybe I will get Iron Fist. Who knows? Yeah, surprisingly, I did not get Iron Fist, but I do have a 7-star and a Titan Crystal. So 7-star coming up first. Gonna roll this one, looking for, like, I'm not even sure, like, Silk Awakening, Sunspot Awakening, missing a bunch of other 7-stars as well. That would be cool. And some new 7-stars that would not be cool, like War Machine. So it is new. He does have pre-fights. He is tech and tech classes, in some ways fairly weak. So not atrocious, but definitely not at all what I was hoping for. And the piece de resistance is the bullseye. So that is the goal of this. Please, getting bullseye out of this Titan would just make the whole season. Hoping for that. And we do get Kushala Awakening, which is actually quite good. Definitely not my top pull, but probably top 5 and a decent end to the season. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all had a good rewards opening.